back to Raine Gaming, carrying on playing Final Fantasy XVI. Last episode was a bit much, wasn't it? Flippin' heck, I've been thinking about the kid getting speared and the mum topping herself. It's a bit much, isn't it? But, hey, apparently we are past the 3/4 mark. Jill's looking sad about that. Maybe she could have actually helped in the last fight. Then again, ice does melt under fire.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion.
I mean, he was pretty sick anyway.
Says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
Well, how come Clive doesn't have any stony bits? He might at the moment.
It's never ending.
Like the cleaning of my house.
Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Maybe it's the end of the world. Things fall apart. This looks like it's going to be very, very exciting. Super. Clive has claimed a portion of Bahamut. Super. Wings. You just wanted to make this devil may cry.
Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
I might as well do some side quests. Which we shan't do, because we don't do them here anymore. We do them in our own time, as you can see. I'm just going to have a look at Bahamut. So, hello Torgs. Wings of Shite. Impulse. Flare breath. Satellite. Giga flare. Should we equip it then? We can have it instead of Ramu for a bit, just to try it out. Ramu.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into Tyre?
Was that Stoner was there? You stop talking about that flipping thing that was built.
Tell me you saw that.
I didn't see nothing, mate. Hello.
Are you making them score? Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine.
Yeah?
As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
I hope you don't realise
Well, that
that
depends
smashing
on
the
your
crystals.
definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
I don't want to talk to Vivian.
How
is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse.
Is there any more crystals
while the
left?
tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm.
Einherjar, that sounds very
In
Ragnarok-y.
short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
It's almost like you shouldn't just move from one place to another place, just sucking up all the resources.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing. But pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Let's go to Dr. Times, because then I will actually pay attention. So my friend was texting me, they've just lost their job. You've probably seen there's a lot of game studios that have had layoffs recently. Well, I don't work in games anymore. It's not fucking worth it. Doesn't pay very well, and you track like shit. And you get told, well, you get to work in games, so you're lucky.
Let me guess.
It is not the way of it.
You're here about the skies.
No.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I.
Yeah, but they're dead, I assume.
And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not.
Just Google it next time.
Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Ah.
Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others
Now
have
that
to
I've
say.
got another people's. Villages. I always hate fucking stupid sandy villages. They're crap. Alright, Jesus Christ. Throw up on my shoe.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
Don't matter about being outnumbered. I'm literally a giant
What do you
fire
think, Clive?
fucking
That we join the fight.
wolf lion
I
thing.
thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Ooh. Here we go.
Do you think there are as many as Martha
Probably.
says?
More.
Good. I like killing. Come on, lads, let's go.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Beep beep. Fighting time. Hello. Come on, let's do this.
Clive, wounded.
Well, really. Ooh. It's just the regular animals, but gone all
We deal with
weird.
the Akashic first.
So was the crystals keeping all the ether in one place and now it's just everywhere? Right, hang on a second. Hang on. Alright. Well, it'll take a little while for me to figure out what the hell was going on just there. Oh wow, that goes on for a bit. It's cool. You look like a recluse, not anymore. Mortal blow. More enemies, please.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
They're just villagers. Yes.
If you've come to rob this
Oh.
place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of
Oh,
the Flame.
super.
Wade's men. But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he?
He's a good
Take
egg.
your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Once we've finished all the killing. Or right away.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
Well,
When
Jill
did
put the
Wade and his
poison
men
in my
arrive?
mind.
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Arthur! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, where they got a pack of Akashics snapping at their heels! And they've got wounded
Oh my
with them!
God!
They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
And they've got a baby!
We'll worry about it, Martha.
You look
COVID!
after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Right, here we go. Descend the lift.
My
One of them was killed. Dragons fighting off the coast. One of them was killed. Come on, woman. Right, you're going to try and get in the lift, baddies. There's not a baddie in sight. What are you talking about?
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
What about us?
So Wade.
How much?
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
She was right.
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Let's go. It's just a bunch of plants and dogs. Oh my god, it's a turtle. And a crab.
We need to get the injured to
You
safety.
get on with it. I'll do
Do
some
you think we
killing.
can hold them off?
Did you
We can
see
certainly
what we
try.
just fought in the last episode? A giant fuck-off dragon in space.
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Who did that?
Help me, boy.
Adamantoys. Used to harvest these in Final Fantasy 13. Jesus. Prick. Doesn't do a massive amount of damage, does it?
Too slow. I'm hurt,
There you go. Can't actually attack while you're doing this though. Charge it. It's good though, there's a lot of damage.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
Well, you're guardian of the flame, aren't you?
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down East Pool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Why are they on
I
fire?
feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Always. That's what I would have said if I
Jill and
wasn't
I
too
will
busy
make
pulling a
these
stupid
cool.
face.
You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
I don't need luck, mate. You just see I turned into a dragon and shot blue fucking missiles out of my wings. Am I going the wrong way? Is there a tasty Marlboro as well?
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Yeah, you just left me. Who's casting bravery? Look at me. Oh, it's you.
Too slow. The meat boy.
Oh no, not chocolate bar. Sadness is in my heart.
The meat boy.
Oh. Alright, teleportation.
Something's
Oops,
coming.
Aramans.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss
Only
anything?
everything.
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Boss music now. These are serious.
Nice try. Nice try. Too slow.
That's what happened in the end there. Carry on shooting that blue fire and then became Swordman. It's good. Stupid animation of him putting the sword away.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
10.
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Oh, it's gold. It's gonna be
My lord,
rare.
There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Is it your wife?
Oscar, over here.
It's your squire.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Oh.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did.
Oh.
I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
I just watched your auntie die a couple of hours ago. Weeks ago.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade.
He's got a bit of a beak on him, hasn't he?
If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
No.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are...
You fucking idiot.
I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
And he's pissing me off.
But a squire...
We haven't got space in our party for this rando.
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
So especially as you killed him.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Oh yes, I'll let you be my squire. I just need to go and get my bag. Teleport. Teleport the fuck out. Who's that?
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Like White Walkers from Game of Thrones?
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We could leave.
I thought it was Jill saying that. We could just leave. Red. Hello. Is that the guy that kicked out of the circle?
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion.
Oh, God, I'm being so fucking overacting.
What would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty.
I've got a baby.
Those of the Vale look to me for
and
protection.
COVID.
And protect them I shall.
Because they are my charges, and that is my duty.
So get on with it then. Why?
In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your
You sound like Evie.
Your sisters.
It might be
your
just
brothers,
because
your lovers. So you have a choice.
Played it recently.
Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
Take it up the ass. That's what will happen.
She speaks the truth, you know.
Yeah.
This here, it's all we have.
So we're sifting it. We're here.
Left is our lives.
Lives.
You really want us to
That
lose
left
them
boy
as well?
is an overacting
Not if
piece
we
of
don't have
shit.
to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Try and rally him. Or I can just go and kill everything. And then problem solved.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble
The
effort.
only thing you take in your own hands, isn't
I
it?
thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin
Oh,
air.
it's the wraiths.
And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the
We'll
survivors.
talk to 3 of them, and then some enemies will appear. 2, that's good. Hello.
You're a pikeman, yes?
Well, he was.
What
Not
happened?
be doing much with that arm now.
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if
Flood.
they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
What do your family look like so I can pick them out of the remains?
My family.
Don't leave me, Pa.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just
So where's Joseph?
Do you remember where you were?
In the field?
on the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just
Another
rest
one. Please
now.
tell us what he looks like so that we can pick up his body.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
Miles away.
We should head for more.
Give me more. Give me.
Assume you have a plan.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Should I try?
Save your strength.
That attack's really weak. Who's left? Okay. Okay.
Well done, Tom. There's a good boy. Nice try. Well done, Tom.
Good mind. Stupid idiot.
To me, help me.
Nice timing!
To me, boy. Get him.
There we go. Oh, he turned into Fenrir as well. Well done, pup.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall.
Have you managed to get the guys going?
Captain.
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt.
Oh, she'll shag him. Right, cool.
It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh?
Yeah. You're not the one that has to get
Not
it
me.
taken.
I never needed convincing.
Okay, shut up. I'm not going to say
I became a
anything more
soldier
because it's
to protect
gross.
the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
It's still 200
Now,
quid a night.
If you don't mind, I have
No
sentries to
kissing.
post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my
I
problems.
don't wonder. I just
But
don't
it
care.
has solved one. And
You're
that's
dressed
one
like
fewer
a
than I had this
kid's
morning.
Barbie of Esmeralda.
Thank you again, Clive.
Right, last one. In the worst place. Dalmir. Oh no. That poor card. Alright, dickhead.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Why, you shouldn't be fucking joking around when there's literally corpses
You
right
haven't been
next to you.
introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Doesn't it always?
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good
Oh,
as
well, I
mine.
guess you don't want my help.
But
Bye.
the fact is,
Fucking rude piece
I
of
have
shit.
more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
Well, they're just fighting amongst themselves.
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
You're a very despicable character. I hate arrogance.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
I bet it's the uncle. Nah.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
It's a bit extreme.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's
Oh,
slit.
chill out.
That's enough. Both of you.
Who's this geese? I'm older, therefore I'm wiser.
Throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing
Who the
here?
fuck is Victor? I don't remember you at all.
And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Fucking...
Sounds like I want to stub my toe.
See my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy
Well,
target.
I will go kill them all, and then they don't need mercenaries.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their
Can we just go and kill the enemies, and then that'll be fine?
before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Can I go?
Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
She looks like she's leaning on something.
Your faces are not well known in this town. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
They just saw us
What
go
he
in
needs
there.
to say is yes.
Right. Hi, geese.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself.
Spear?
Conrad.
She's got a fucking rapier.
May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
You could at least say,
As I
like,
told
master
you,
of the
I
weapon she
summoned
actually
the commander
uses.
here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad?
Is it
Are you
boys?
saying that Dalam's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Oh, you were manipulated, my friend.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt.
But he will be in the
And there's
crypt.
a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Context next time might help, but okay. And now Clive will be like, hey girl, hey baby, I'll buy you some food, some fresh peaches and some fresh pears, some fresh beans and beets.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy.
Oh, you're talking to this twat
Here
first.
he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League
This
of
guy
Merchants.
couldn't look any less like a merchant.
Lord Underhill.
And his real name is Frodo Baggins.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady.
You're
of our
gonna quote Lord of
conversation,
the
my
Rings at
lord,
me, son?
And how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lugor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear
Or
we
even
have
makes
little
sense.
hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Yes.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not
I mean, look at him.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, mummy.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we
Super.
speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Nice,
Very
nice
well.
language use there.
Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil,
Just
nothing
I'll go, Jill stay.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
Get ready.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
I don't need to hold them off, I'll just murder them. Let's get a drink.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
This one. They mean to overwhelm us.
Good luck. Protect that. Amulet the high fire. Amulet the speeder. Protect the fucking dead boy. You look like assaulted. Why has he got a ramu stick? Come on. Stupid twat jumping around.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
Probably.
That we should hurry.
Do 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 do. Yeah, they're fine.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold.
You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil. Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
Shit. But he was a good actor when he was a teen.
I'll take that as a compliment.
He did the acting with the uncle. He's just not a improv actor. Was everyone sorted?
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw
So what? Jarg here.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Game.
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of
Spelled colour wrong.
these 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive,
Someone didn't catch that
you
one.
knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess
Also, there's
yourself.
no point because you can't put them back
Now's
together.
the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
This is like Kupo. Waxes.
So it was not
Dion's still asleep.
Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Well, they're not going to trust him. They can't keep him as the emperor after he turned on everyone.
Of Ultima.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
Why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
Because you summon all the icons.
That is one of many answers that have eluded
The most
me.
powerful one.
Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
So what's Bahamut's element?
But you, Clive,
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
Kill yourself now. Problem solved.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
You're too strong.
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry, inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
It's too late now.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
That was a lot of blood.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
Oh, we're going to go and kill them all and then fly off at the end. That'd be cool.
We shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas.
You and your fucking
Tell Gav to
Stolas.
stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you.
Also, it's been like, what, 20 years?
I'll look after
You'd
him.
want you to be like, Yana, you're ill, but I'm going to look after you. Oh my god, look at these little bastards popping up. Apparently, if you do all of the side quests, it unlocks the last side quest, which is very nice and very emotional and worth doing. So I will be doing those, but you don't need to watch, but I'll record the last one just because of what we'll say.
It's at my foot.
Yeah, I don't actually care about what you want me to do. I will do it. But anyway, I will do it later. And I will call it session there. So until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.